Yes, I saw a video, I think 1 month ago or 2 months ago, that time when mashule zilikuwa zinachomwa sana Kenya. And there was a school in Nyanza yenye principal alikuja kwa assembly siku moja akasema that the girls are free, they will not be shaving their hair. Because in Kenya or in Africa, many schools, many public schools, most students normally shave their hair or they cut short their hair. Si kama yangu hii, lakini at least shorter kidogo. So the girls were so happy that finally they'll not be shaving their hair, of which is a good thing because kuna watu wengine, some people normally have a lot of sentimental value when it comes to their hair, especially girls. But the thing is this, I've taught in Kenya for 10 years, 10, 11 years. And I've been able to interact with the students who come from poor backgrounds or humble backgrounds. Families ambazo hazijiwezi, they cannot afford 3 meals in a day. So the main reason as to why most schools adopted that method or that idea of students shaving their hair short or cutting their hair short, it was not that, haikuwa because of ati shule inataka tu wanyoe nywele. No, it's because of the economic reality, the economic reality of the parents and the students. Because let me tell you one thing, especially the girls, when you just go to the salon and have nice braids or nice cornrows, in Kenya you'll not spend less than wacha niweke 100 shillings. And many a times those cornrows are supposed to be done like weekly for them to remain fresh. Number two, you need something to apply on the hair, like cream, whatever. So that's another budget. That means the value increases from 100 to something. You need to be washing it. It's a lot that goes into that direction. So, but I want to stick on the economic aspect. So tell me one thing. This parent does not have the money to provide 3 meals in a day. Mambo na medication weka inje. Mambo na clothing weka inje. I'm just talking about food. The parent is not able to put 3 decent meals on the table. And then you as a student, you come home and tell them, hey, I need to do my cornrows, I need to do my braids, and so on and so forth. Because even the braids themselves, you must buy them and then do the braids. So just buying the braids, it has its own cost. Then the braiding, then the maintenance. And sana sana utakuta braids, ukitaka zikuwe fresh, you need to do them weekly. So these rich kids normally do weekly. But you coming from a poor family, it will be very hard for you to maintain those braids. In fact, if you are lucky and you do the braids, after 1 month, because you don't have money to change the braids or to go to the salon, you'll now again start looking bad with the braids. Because you don't have the chemicals to apply on the braids, you cannot wash, you need the shampoo, you need the what. So the braids again will start looking bad on you. And that's why most schools adopted that method of cutting the hair short. Because short hair is very easy to clean. Even if it's something to apply on it, it's very easy. It's economical. So most schools were looking at the economic aspect of it. Number two, and I'm addressing schools, a bigger majority of schools which have students that come from poor families. Because in Kenya, very few schools have students who come from rich families. Number two, another thing, let's say you allow, I'm just talking about a normal school. You allow a student to do the braids, to do the what. And then in high school, we have a lot of peer influence, a lot of bullying. So you'll find that there is a student or some students who cannot afford that lifestyle. What will happen? They'll start being segregated by those who can. So these students that you're trying to excite or make them happy, they'll again feel uncomfortable in that school. Because now they don't have the cornrows, and then you have some students who have. They don't have the braids, you have these students who have. So another reason for that was to create equality and uniformity. Because most teenagers will take the slightest advantage to discriminate their fellow students. And it's not only the hair, even the shoes, even the school uniform. In Africa, students have school uniforms. The main reason, the word school uniform, is to bring uniformity. It's not like in the US, UK, and other countries where students normally use their normal clothes at home. In most African countries, they don't do that because of discrimination and bullying. So when students have the same uniform, it's very hard for you to discriminate another student or bully another student because you're having the same uniform. Leave that alone. We have some students who have more than 3 pairs of the school uniform. So on Monday, they have a different shirt. On Tuesday, they have a different shirt. On Wednesday, they have clean shirts. But there's another student with only one shirt that he or she has been using since the day he came to the high school until he finishes. So by the time he's in Form 2 or Form 3, the shirt is torn, the blouse is torn. So they feel lesser of students. So you can imagine, even the uniform, there's still discrimination and bullying. How about the hair? So because of the pressure from the society, most principals, most teachers nowadays are like, okay, you want long hair? Go ahead. You want to do the cornrows? Go ahead. But that is what is causing, again, pressure in schools. Because some students now feel we now have an element of classes. You'll see some students sitting on that side, on this side, because those ones are able to do the cornrows and the braids, but these ones cannot. This one cannot even buy simple shampoo just to wash their hair. So it's a tricky debate. So if you come in a school that students understand that aspect, parents understand, teachers understand, then you'll not see any student complaining that we want to do braids, we want to do cornrows, we want to do dreadlocks. There's another school, boys' school, they want dreadlocks. You and me know very well, maintaining dreadlocks is not a joke. You need to have, in Kenya, you need to have thousands for you just to do the washing, the what. And you can do it like weekly for you to have a fresh dreadlock or a set of dreadlocks. So it's a tricky debate, but it boils down to the parents and to the schools. So if the parents are able, well and good. If the parents are not able and the students are pushing, then it becomes harder because the parent cannot provide. The parent already is struggling to pay the school fees. So you can imagine you are adding an extra burden of them now supplying you or providing you with money every weekend so that you can go and change your dreadlocks and wash your dreadlocks and change your braids, do a fresh set of cornrows and so on and so forth, the nails and so on and so forth. In the US, when students get to a certain age, they are able to work. So these students have money. They can even go to the barber shop on their own. They can do their own cornrows, their own dreadlocks. But in Africa, it's different, especially in Kenya. You must be 18 years for you to get an employment. So most students in Kenya depend fully on their parents. So it's your take as a school, as parents, as students. You guys need to sit down and decide: are you able to maintain this new lifestyle or not? Otherwise, peace.